Yeah, how was shy about to go kill manga. Precepts busting like a chopper. The way he got cut up, he gon' need.
Alright, first and foremost, when you call Halal Yahweh, by Shem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, it's all praises to the Most High, Heavenly Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, literal angel we call Jesus Christ, with SICARII out in the Bay Area, to be peace and prosperity and salvation to the 12 tribes of Israel, for the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and say death to America, first and foremost. I'm gonna cut that out. But anyways, man, it's still a lot of judgment going on. I actually seen a video earlier. This is a side topic, by the way. A dude came on, it's on Instagram or something, where he's talking about 40% of America's money just got printed in like the last year. That is insane. Guess what that is going to lead to though? Inflation. And that's what they want. They want the market to bust. So then what can happen? Everything comes crumbling down. The money goes out the window. Everything is going to skyrocket as far as prices like it's doing right now. The dude hitting the crack pipe. That's crazy.
I told you that was meth. Take that over there as well.
Man. You gotta go somewhere else. Is that an Israelite? I can't see that.
Hell yeah, Israelite.
Buddy is hitting the glass like a backboard, man.
Right, nigga hitting that shit like a...
Why do you gotta do it over here? Like,
cigarette.
that's madness,
Man, that smoke's coming back this way too.
That's what I'm saying. I knew the smoke was gonna come this way too.
That's scandalous, bro.
That's ridiculous.
28, look at this.
Listen.
That motherfucker's still hitting.
But first he asked for weed, but he got Chris in his pocket.
Chris
like,
in his pocket.
No, you don't need no weed, man. You need some sedatives or something.
That's why he ain't
Put
got a
your ass
shirt
to
on.
sleep. Bruh, madness. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the economy's gonna crash. That's what they want. They're gonna mark up the prices like they're doing now. The gas is going up slowly but surely. Houses are going back up. What else is going up? Groceries. There's literally shelves with what's the little tarp thing they hang out with the pictures on it? They got it over the shelves talking about there's no food here.
Right.
You see the pictures yet?
No, where at?
But in Walmart.
Where
Mostly
at?
Walmart. I'm not sure. Because they still got the little shipment crisis.
Yeah, the shortage.
Thousands of ships on that can't dock for supposed reasons. Food going bad in them ships, the shipping containers.
Yep.
All that stuff is part of this plan that they want to cripple America for the most part, so they can get under this one world government. Because everywhere else is already going through turmoil. America's the last place that's going to happen to, because this is the great horde. This is the glory of all kingdoms for the most part.
Right.
But anyways, the main objective of what I'm talking about is just part of judgment, man. We want to avoid judgment. We want to get around from it by following the Most High. But give me that.
The book of Job. Job 8.
6 or 75 and 6.
5 and 6. The book of Job,
6 to 8,
chapter 5 and verse 6. Or 5, whose harvest the
Chapter 5 verse 6.
Okay. Chapter 5 and verse 6. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground.
Yeah, they don't come out of nowhere. Read.
Yet man is born unto trouble.
Man is born into trouble already. You wake up in this trouble. There's bills, baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, work. You might have issues with somebody at work. We just had a testimony. I ain't gonna say it on camera. A testimony from a brother we know, going through all type of issues, quote unquote, violence in a sense,
Right.
or threats in a sense. You know, all that happens on a daily basis in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community.
That's right.
And that's outside of just paying bills. It's another stressful situation, dealing with emotional trauma, family members going through things as well, and you can't help them in a sense. Keep reading.
Yet a man is born unto trouble.
You're born into trouble. Read.
As the sparks fly upward.
As you light a fire and sparks fly upward, that's how quick you're gonna get into trouble.
Right.
Any type of trouble you can think of. Is that it? Keep reading.
Verse 8. I would seek unto God.
Yeah, we're supposed to seek unto the Most High. Read.
And unto the Most High when I commit my cause.
We're gonna commit our cause to the Most High, because we're already in trouble, in captivity behind enemy lines. What's gonna get us through it? Having faith in the Most High, having faith in His prophecies, having faith in the covenant that He made with us. If we keep law, we're going to do better and have life. We're going to get to that in a second. Is that it?
Which doth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number.
Exactly. The Most High can do marvelous things without number. It says also, I think it's in the Apocrypha, He can make a poor man rich in a day.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that happen overnight. This brother's bubbling, that brother's bubbling, you know, of certain things that were unseen in the past, but now come to fruition in the future because the Most High made it happen that way.
That's right.
But give me that. Give me,
Ecclesiastes
Psalms 96,
7 and 16.
Read.
Be not righteous over much.
Don't be righteous over much. Read.
Neither might make thyself over wise.
Don't make yourself overwise. Read on.
Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Why are you going to destroy yourself by thinking you know everything? Thinking you're too good to learn. Thinking you're boasting about certain things. Not being humble. It also says Most High is going to make the proud be humble and bring them down. You don't want to be too proud in these last days. Read.
Be not over much wicked.
Don't be over much wicked either. Don't think you're going to get away scot-free of things you're doing that you got can judge for in this very moment. Read on.
Neither be thou foolish.
Don't be foolish either. Why?
Why shouldest thou die before thy time?
Why are you going to die before your time? You're going to mess around and get put to death before you think you're going to get your goals out. Think you got plans of your own, the Most High cut them short because you're being foolish.
Right.
And being foolish is simply what? Just doing wicked things, breaking God's laws, man. We're already born in trouble, so why are you going to break God's laws on top of that and cut your lifespan short? Even though the Most High already knows what's going to happen.
Right.
We got to be out here telling people, hey, there's an opportunity for you to get right. This is what we're in right now, period of grace. We're not getting judged under the law of the land for the most part, but God sees everything. So eventually, whatever your deeds are, you're going to show that fruit, whether it's wicked or good, and you're going to get judged according to that. Give me that.
Psalms
9, 16 to 17.
Gotcha. The book of Psalms,
Ecclesiastes,
chapter 9 and verse 16.
Read.
The Lord is known by the judgment
The Most High is known by his judgments, whether it's good or bad. Read.
which he executed.
Which he executes. Go ahead.
The wicked snared in the work of his own hands.
Yeah, so if you're wicked and you're foolish, you're going to get judged by what you're doing. If it's wicked or not. You're going to get taken up in that device, as it says. So if you out here selling drugs to people, shooting people, pimping and pandering, guess what? Eventually you might go to jail for it. You might get killed for it. You might have somebody you know OD on the drugs you supposedly sell to people. Go ahead. Exactly. Or your sister might get pimped out, raped and something like that. That's madness, man. Most I can do anything at any given time. He performs all judgment.
That's right.
Read.
Higion Silah. The wicked shall be turned into hell,
The wicked going to turn to hell. They're going to die for wickedness. Read.
and all the nations that forget God.
All nations that forget God, they're going to die as well. And we all know they don't know God, the heathen. We can get that in Psalms as well. You don't got to get it, but is that it?
Verse 18. For the needy shall not allay.
That's all one. That's all
Okay.
one. Isaiah 46 and 10. Give me that.
Sirach 16:22.
Uh-huh.
Who can declare the works of his justice?
Who can tell the worst of the Most High's justice? What type of justice is the Most High looking for in this earth in these days? For the blacks and Americans to get out of Babylon and from out of the nations they've been scattered to.
That's right.
That's the main thing. That's the end time goal.
God.
Once we get right in America and the elect get sealed, that's when everything's going to start rolling downhill for real. The white man got all the plans that he can ever dream of already pre-planned out and put in these quote-unquote predictive programming shows and all that garbage. Having these celebrities drop hits and things in movies. All that stuff is all fine and dandy until the Most High, wipes the table clean and puts his plan down, man.
That's right.
And it's all part of his plan right now anyway. That the white man think he's is ahead of the Most High's plans. Or has his own plans that he can just play out in his own manner. Give me that? Read that again.
Who can declare the works of his justice?
Uh-huh.
Or who can endure them?
Who can endure him? Read.
For his covenant is afar off,
The Most High's covenant is afar off. Read.
and the trial of all things is in the end.
The trial of all things is in the end. We're in the end times right now.
That's right.
The covenant he's talking about is obviously the covenant between Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as well as the covenant of him pronouncing judgment on the earth. He's not going to have it be destroyed by water anymore. It's going to be destroyed by fire. That's the covenant that he made back in Adam's time.
That's right.
So that's part of the covenant the Most High made. But it's going to happen in these times because we're in the end days, and obviously we're in how Second Ezra put it? I know it's the last, but Second Ezra says basically there's a part and a half left, or 2 parts and a half left, and that was 2,000 years ago.
Time's getting short.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a 1 Peter 4, 17 and 19. Look at that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 46 and verse 10.
Read.
Declaring the end from the
The
beginning.
Most High has declared the end from the beginning. He already has everything mapped out. Read.
And from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
Exactly. The ancient type of things that are not yet done. Whatever he prophesied, whatever he put down in his movie, everything's going to happen as it is written. Read.
Saying, my counsel shall stand.
My counsel going to stand. Whatever I thought of, whatever I told the prophets to write, whatever I see fit. Read.
And I will do all my pleasure, calling a ravenous bird from the east.
Where you at?
Calling a ravenous bird.
That's what I want.
46:10. It's 11.
Yeah, that's what I want. Job 34:4. Read.
1 Peter 4:17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
Exactly. So if we know man is born for trouble, Most High is known by his judgments. Judgment's going to begin at the house of God. The house of God is where the Israelites dwell. And we're in more of a spiritual temple sense as well. We're in the house of God physically on the earth.
Right.
Because that's when you get to New Jerusalem coming out from heaven, which is the elect. But read that again.
For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
Judgment's going to begin at the house of God. The Israelites, read.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
Exactly. What about the Israelites that obey the gospel? That they're going to be judged by their works, whether it's righteous or wicked. And people that don't follow the law, they're going to be judged as well. So it's going to be a balance in a sense. Go ahead.
And if it first begin at us,
Uh-huh.
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
Read.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
The righteous are scarcely going to be saved. They're barely going to cross the finish line before the four winds get peeled back.
Right.
As it says in Revelation. It says the angel holding back the four winds of the earth, preventing destruction to the elect get sealed, man. So the righteous are scarcely going to make it. Read.
where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Where the ungodly and the sinner going to appear after that judgment day, man?
Right.
Or when before that judgment day? What's going to happen? They're going to get caught up in that whirlwind, man.
That's right.
They're caught up in the FEMA camp. They get caught up with a damn chip in their brain, man, or their head.
They mark them.
Starving to death. Getting put to death just by not, they might not even go to the FEMA camp and die. They might get caught up just for refusing to go there.
Right.
But guess what, man? Most High already saw fit that was your judgment. Is that it? 18 or 19?
Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of the souls to Him and will do it.
If you suffer according to the will of God, being righteous in this wicked world, being set apart, you're going to suffer for it. People going to mock you, just like they mock you, Awashad. People going to call you future terrorist. People going to say you're crazy. You know, what the hell are you talking about? You Beelzebub, you know, as they say to Awashad too.
The favorite one.
Exactly.
Looking at it.
Exactly. We Muslims. Like we bug the hell out. Like, all that type of stuff happens. Read that part again.
Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of the souls unto to Him in well doing, as unto a faithful Creator.
Exactly. Commit our souls to well doing to a faithful Creator. Why? We were chosen to do good. We were chosen to be holy and separate and show that we were better than everybody else by the commandments we were given.
That's right.
So since we didn't do that, we're in the same boat as all the other heathens, going through the same affliction that they're going through, even though they're above us at the end of the day. But at the same time, we're getting shown, okay, you guys don't want to do what you're supposed to do. I'm going to allow these heathens to prosper and be over you. You got to go to them for everything. Some people might prosper. Some people might be blown out of control. But guess what? Those are the ones that don't even look at God no more the same. They might say God in a speech on a pulpit or something, or at an award show, like you see on TV. But they don't really serve God, man.
That's right.
That's why they gonna be destroyed, man. That's why Yahushua told the man that was rich, say, sell everything you got, man, follow me. What did he say? He went away sad. He had all these possessions of the world.
Couldn't do it.
That's all he want. You settle on your lease. Give me that.
Job 34:4.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 30, 15, and 19.
The book of Job, chapter 34 and verse 4. Let us choose to us judgment.
Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know what's right or wrong. That's what we want. We know what's right or wrong based on the Bible. Go ahead.
Let us know among ourselves what is good.
Let us know among ourselves what's good. We know among ourselves what's good because it's already written for us.
That's right.
In our family's history book. Man. All our ancestors are in this book, righteous and wicked, showing what to do and what not to do. What's good and what's not. Period, man. That's why we gotta read it over and over and meditate on it and get it in our brain, in our system, so we can do it without thought, without thinking. We're on autopilot. But obviously it's not gonna happen automatically for the most part because we're still in our flesh. But when we get a new covenant, that's when we're going to be seamless and just be perfect like the Most High wants us to be. All right. But give me that. Give me Sirach 9 and 12. Deuteronomy 30 and 15, and then jump to 19. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good.
The Most High said before us this day life and good, so we're supposed to know what's good by looking at judgment. That's what it says in Job. We know what judgment is according to the laws of God. We know what good is according to the laws of God. So Most High said, He set before this day life and good, read.
And death and evil.
And death and evil. Which one? There's a fork in the road. Which one are you going to go to? You know, this is already, Most High already prophesied earlier in the chapter it was going to be scattered, so it's not really a choice in this matter. He's just putting it out as daily in front of us, making it look like, yeah, exactly, he's making a point. Because we was already sitting way before, even before this was written. Right, like I said, he was bringing out earlier about us making a golden calf. We was sitting right when we left Egypt, just like we was in Egypt.
Right.
But we didn't know nothing else to do but be like a damn Egyptian at the time. But give me that, keep reading.
Verse 19. I'll call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Exactly, there's a witness against you. This day is a witness against you. On today, like somebody want to say, oh, Independence Day or what is past Veterans Day?
Yeah,
Every Veterans Day they do this and this. Put a flag up, half staff or whatever nonsense they do. This is something similar to us, our memorial back in this time in the wilderness, read.
That I have set before you life and death.
Most High said this before us, life and death, read.
Blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing, read.
Therefore choose life.
Choose what?
Life.
Choose life. That's what the Most High told us to do. Read.
That both thou and thy seed may be, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Exactly. So we all can live for generation upon generation in our kingdom, righteous men and holy. But we're in America.
Right.
Babylon, the great whore, you know.
Right.
Sodom and Egypt.
Right.
Now we're reading what we should have done 3,000, 4,000 years ago. That's a problem. But guess what? We always thank the Most High for giving an opportunity for waking us up, and obviously having a responsibility to teach our people every week. Hey, what's going on with Buddy?
It's crazy what they get over here. They never.
All right, yeah, it's all good.
That's he from Ecuador. He was just telling him he's an Israelite, basically.
Oh, okay. Hey, man. If you don't got time, we don't got time. We gotta finish this up anyway. But you finished it, right? Yeah. Give me what I have?
Sirach 9 and
Yeah,
14.
Ezekiel 30, 1 and 3. Go ahead. No, 9 and 12.
12, yeah.
Go
The
ahead.
book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Delight not in the thing that is ungodly.
Uh-huh. Read
Have,
that again.
delight not in the thing that is ungodly.
Uh-huh.
Have pleasure in it.
You read that wrong.
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure
Yeah,
in.
don't delight in things the ungodly have pleasure in. Smoking weed, selling drugs, lusting after women that are married, all that type of stuff, man. Eating abominable foods. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, homosexuality. I just heard a crazy, testimony earlier. I ain't want to say it on camera, but it's just sick. Brother claims him an Israelite. I'm gonna say a quick testimony about it. I'm not gonna say what he said, but because I was there, I was working at the same spot as him at one point in time. Went to a gas station on a random night, 1, 2 in the morning. Seen a brother. I had my tassels on, my fringes on. He see me, he's like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "What's up?" He had an ankh on, other chains. I'm like, "Bro, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, man, Israelite too." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'm from New York." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Older Jew. He's like, "Yeah, I was in a pen for like 20 years." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." He's like, look at my congregation online." I'm like, "All right." I look it up. He's like, "It's a rabbi." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Oh, this dude's probably OT only." No problem, whatever. He's still of our people. He's over talking to me about all this other stuff. I'm like, in my mind, I'm not really caring. I ain't gonna lie to you. But fast forward, I see him at the job site, asked me for like $1. I'm like, "Bro, what?" I just seen you at the gas station. He was in a car with a chick. Like, you over here now, like, looking like a bum or a hobo, whatever the case may be. I know you're out there not doing good because where I was at is a bad area. And I work in graveyard, so it's like 2, 3 in the morning. What are you doing outside? What's going on? There's all type of police activity, all type of drugs and, you know, prostitution going on over there. Like, I know you're not over here doing no good. You're not spreading the gospel this late at night. I know that's a fact because you don't believe in the gospel. But now this other revelation came about. I'm like, bro, dudes lucky ain't been put to death yet. Because dudes is doing all type of wicked works, period. And that's what we're going into. Our people are supposed to be choosing life, not death, man. But he chose death. He claims he believes in the Torah and Tanakh. Let's just say you don't have to believe in Christ, which we don't believe, but you're not even keeping the principles of the Bible. You're not even keeping your own heritage. You're shaving your face, you're not keeping fringes, smoking crack. You know, listen, I didn't want to say what he was doing, but you deserve death for it. Let's put it that way. But anyways, that's just a sidebar. But read that again, Salaki. Read that last word again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Yeah, man, don't delight in what wicked people do, man. Some people get ahead that way, but we don't want to get ahead that way. We want to do righteous things, and the Most High might not even have us see fit to be, you know, living a luxurious life, honestly. And that's not even the main goal, because you can't take it with you when you die.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished.
They're not going to go unpunished.
Unto their grave.
The brother that's, you know, did what he was doing, the brother going to die in a very gruesome death. You know? He might catch a disease. He might get a bullet in his head. Who knows? He might OD on some dope.
Right.
But guess what? He already signed up for that. That's what he chose in his life. Give me that.
Oh my gosh. Ezekiel 31 and 3.
No, 30.
30
1 to 3.
and 1 and 3. Okay. 30 and 1.
17 to 20.
The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh power.
Read.
How ye? Woe worth the day.
Woe worth the day. Read.
For the day is near.
The day is near. What day is near?
Even the day of Yahweh is near.
The day of Yahweh is near. The day of the Lord. The last judgment day. Read.
A cloudy day.
A cloudy day. What's going to make it cloudy? When that bomb dropped, man.
Right. Too.
Exactly. I was talking to Karatsuan on the live last week. We was talking about that, what, super volcano. That super volcano, exactly, that ash fall out. That super volcano go off. And I guess
That's
it's
overdue too.
Exactly. That's been boiling over.
Yosemite, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yellowstone, Yosemite. There's like 3 in America.
Oh, yeah, Yosemite, I'm sure.
So, Yosemite.
Yellowstone.
So, I was looking at he said it's not going to do no damage. I'm like, bro,
Bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. I had shown the map, like, bro, do you know how big this thing's is? Like, the kill zone's not that big, but the fallout, I'm talking about, bro, 85% of America.
The world. This is the world. It's a world.
When one of them goes off in America, America's gonna be America's gonna be covered with it.
You know, that whole hot. It's an underground volcano.
Yeah.
Yellowstone is a one hot spot, bro. They say it's an extinction level type shit.
Yeah, bro. Cause you can't survive with ash everywhere. Cause the ash will have a little bit of flames involved too, and it's toxic. You can't breathe in that. It's gonna be crazy, bro. I had to show him the map, like, bro, you don't even know what's gonna happen when this goes off.
No.
Just imagine if 3 goes off.
The nukes is gonna cancel most of it out though, but the nukes.
I think nukes might cause it to happen, but maybe, I'm not sure. But anyways, if a super volcano go off, bro, it's gonna be, things are gonna turn upside down. And that's a cloudy day that's talking about. Yeah. One of the cloudy days. Because it might go off before, who knows? Which I don't think that's gonna happen, but either way, America will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, which is the ultimate judgment. Keep reading.
Saith the Lord.
For the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day.
A cloudy day, read.
It shall be the time of the heathen.
It's going to be a time of the heathen. So our day is going to come when judgment will begin in the house of God. But the cloudy day when judgment is going to come where they get punished by thermonuclear destruction is when the heathen going to get judged. In America, for sure, along with the 2/3, but everywhere else, it's going to be World War III. Missiles going to be tossed to and fro from all these other countries. And ultimately, like I said, Yahweh's and the Israelites going to be left standing. 144 and the 1/3. Along with these damn heathens that are going to our first round of slaves. But you have, what have you on?
47.
145 and 17. 1 Peter 4 and 12 to 13. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 145 and verse 17. The Lord is righteous in all his ways.
The Lord is righteous in all his ways. So if he pronounced judgment on you, if he wants to put you through affliction, through turmoil, have somebody in your family pass away, who knows? Have you go through financial issues? The Most High is righteous for you. Read.
And holy in all his works. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him.
Exactly. The Most High is near unto people that call on him. Yahweh, help me out. Pray for me. Or pray for him. You know, you pray to the Most High. Salaki, read.
To all that call upon him in truth.
And truth. The truth is what? The laws of God as well. You can get that in Psalms a few chapters earlier. Psalms 119 and 142. Read.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him.
He's going to fulfill the desire in that fear. What is our desire? To get out of Babylon, rule the world, man. Never be captive to these damn heathens again. Go ahead.
He will also hear their cry.
He's going to hear our cry. Read.
And will save them. The Lord preserveth all them that love him.
He preserves everybody that loves him. That's what we want to prove to our people as well. We love the Most High by doing what he wants. That's what we got to tell our people. We got to be an example of them. Because they don't go through affliction until that happens. Until you get right and choose life. Go ahead. 17 to 20. 17 to 20.
I got you. The Lord is not, verse 20. The Lord preserveth them that love him, but all the wicked he destroyeth.
All the wicked gonna be destroyed, man, period. Whether it's an Israelite or a heathen, man. That's what's gonna happen. Heathen gonna be destroyed being in captivity anyways, but the initial death and destruction in America, nobody in America is gonna survive outside of the elect. They get taken up in the 1/3. Period, man. And we can't wait for that to happen. We don't want it to happen to our own people, but Most High already pronounced judgment on them. Whoever is part of that number, hey, we'll see you in the kingdom.
Right.
Or when we don't be that number, slug. Give me that. 1 Peter 4, 12, 13.
1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you.
Exactly. Don't be think of it strange that you're going through turmoil. Because I just read the first verse. Man is born for trouble, man. Go ahead.
As though some strange thing happened unto you.
Exactly. Nothing strange happened to you. We're in our sinful flesh. We're in a time of where wickedness is ruling the earth. So of course we're part of it. We're seeing it. We're feeling the turmoil of things that are going over our people every day. Like the brother was going into earlier, we see a dude that shot in 2 people in Wisconsin go home.
He's gonna walk, bro.
I believe it. Some fake tears, crocodile tears of a damn cracker. Nobody gives a damn about that.
Oh, Rittenhouse need to go down.
Exactly. That he was a 17-year-old with an AR-15 shooting 2 people and killed them. But he gets to go home. Why? It's madness, man. Because it's mockery. They know that this white man is going to protect his own people. That's why we got to protect our own people by teaching them the truth. Like, hey, separate from these damn devils, man.
Right.
Don't put yourself in a predicament to be under their jurisdiction as far as being in their court systems. Obviously, you have you can't predict what's going to happen. And obviously, if you defend yourself, more likely, they probably throw the book at you. Who knows? But the Most High can have mercy on you at any time as well. You read it?
Protest with the Israelites instead of with all these
exactly.
running out here. Black Lives Matter and shit.
Madness, man. Go ahead.
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering.
Exactly. We partaking in Christ's suffering by going through these afflictions, man.
That's right.
But we're doing it in righteous walk. We're not doing wickedness and trying to get ahead in the world. We're trying to get ahead in a spiritual sense, getting spiritual treasure. Because our heart's set on the kingdom, man. That's right. And doing righteousness along the way, even though we still might be going through certain things. Go ahead.
That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Exactly. His glory will be revealed by how? When he comes back on the earth and conquers the world. And we'll be the first fruits, as I was bringing up.
And that's the thing, man. Like, our people out here marching and begging a white man just for a little slack.
Exactly.
But the word says what, man? They say that all that's going to end until Christ comes back.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. Facts. Give me 2 Ezra 6, 18 to 28.
2 Timothy 3 and 4.
2, 3 and 4. Chapter 2, verse 3 and 4.
2 Ezra 6
and 18.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 4.
3 and 4.
Verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, it's a key principle when you come into the school, man. SICARII. Endure hardness as a good soldier, man. Soldiers go through all type of warfare and affliction and mental tests, mental strength actually. And a mental strength is correlation with your spiritual strength, your spiritual endurance. You know? Fighting your flesh in a sense.
Right.
Because if you control your thoughts, you can control what you do with your thoughts. And what you do with your thoughts is obviously what's going to control what you do with your actions. That's how it goes. Read.
Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
Exactly. We're in spiritual war right now. Even though we still fight our flesh, like I said, but like I said, the war is always in your mind. And I think there's a song, I think Lauryn Hill says something similar to that. There's a war in your mind, like I said. Like people try to make it seem like, you know, in the cartoons, it's the angel on this shoulder, Satan on this left shoulder. Like, exactly. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but obviously the war in your mind has thoughts where you can go negative or positive, and obviously, like how you think, that's how you are. Go ahead.
That he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Exactly. We're going to please the Most High. He chose us to be a soldier in his spiritual army at this time. Like it says in Ezekiel 37. The dry bones get breathed upon, and they stood upon their feet as a exceedingly great army, a righteous army, man. And Lord willing, he'll be that number as part of the elect. Go ahead. It's 3 or 4.
And if a man also strive for masteries,
that's 5.
Yet,
that's it.
Yeah. Yet is he not crowned, crowned except he strive lawfully.
Yeah, read that. So look.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully.
You got to strive lawfully in the law.
Right.
Whatever race you in, whatever things you guys plan, you got to do it in a lawful sense every day.
By the law.
And it takes practice, man.
That's right.
Everything you do, the law got to be in the forefront of your mind, like I said before. You got to meditate on it. Know the ins and outs of the law, just like Yahushua did. Give me Sirach 23. Close it after this. You guys something?
He pulled out a precept, 2 Corinthians 4 and 1.
Hold on. You got a precept? Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
This is, you said to meditate on the law. Watch it.
Yeah.
Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Yeah, you blessed me. You don't walk with the ungodly. I mean, I always bring out this precept where it says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what we got to think about, man. We know what's wicked and what's not. You don't have to rub shoulders on every day, but you got to be an example to him in a sense, because Yahushua hung out with sinners too. But you already know he wasn't bending or breaking to their will and trying to do what they was doing to be cool. Like some people say, oh, Paul became as a Jew. He was a Jew, and then we went to the Gentiles, was like a Gentile. No, that's not what he was doing. He was relating to him in a sense. Go ahead.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the way of the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Nor stand in the way of sinners. We don't be with sinners like that. We can tell them what to do and what not to do, but we're not going to hang out with them just like everything is good. Because they can put you in a predicament. Go ahead.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh.
Exactly. Our delight is in the law of the Lord. Read.
And his law doth he meditate day and night.
Exactly. Lawful people that want to strive lawfully, we meditate on it day and night. So that's our heritage. That's the bottom line.
That's right.
We got it in the wilderness. We made a covenant with it. And Moses sprinkled the blood on us, letting us know, hey, it's time to deliver, man. For everybody that's under this covenant, as far as the Israelites, for generation to generation, we got to do this to live. Give me that precept.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read.
Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. But we have
not. Read.
But we have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness,
Read.
nor handling the word of God deceitfully.
Yeah, we don't do any of that. We're not crafty with it. We're not lying to nobody. We're not reading the Bible for our own with our own thoughts, like a Christian pastor getting taught lies to teach other people.
Right.
Like we can actually ask questions and learn from people that know more than us, but obviously it got to make sense as a resident with our spirit too. There's people that come into camps, things like that. They're not allowed to ask questions. They're not allowed to think for themselves. They're not allowed to teach without certain people running it by them per se. Even though it's not really an issue, but there's certain things that they're not allowed to go against. In reference to the doctrine that they're supposed to be presenting. And that's how Christianity is as well. But guess what? In Christianity, you're not allowed to ask no questions. If you learn too much in Christianity, guess what? You're gonna be out the door in no time. And that's not a bad thing. But like I said, if you're not coming to the truth as an Israelite, hey man, you're in the wrong quote unquote religion. Go ahead.
Nor handling the word of God deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, condemning ourselves to every man's conscience
Exactly. We
in the sight of God.
Exactly. When you meditate on the law, you know when you're going off it already. That's why I think we read in Job earlier, Job 34:4. Read that again real quick. I forgot what it said, but it was similar to that particular concept. And you can read that again.
The book of Job, chapter 34 and verse 4. Let us choose to us judge.
Let's choose. Let's judge.
Judgment.
Go ahead.
Let us know among ourselves what is good.
Let us know among ourselves what's good. We know what's good by meditating on the law. And read that last part.
But by manifestation of the truth, condemning ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh.
Exactly. We condemn ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh, man. In our conscience, we think about the law. We know what's good for us. We know what not to do. And that goes hand in hand with living righteously, man. Striving lawfully. That's what it goes into. Give me that. What have you on?
Well, I went back and then came forward. You said the last scripture.
Oh yeah, Sirach 23. Yes, give me that. 6:18-28. Go ahead. 2, chapter 6, verse 18. 28. Or excuse me, yeah, 18-28.
Second Ezra 6 and 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh. And to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
The Most High gonna start bringing judgments. That's why it's with the blood moons, the earthquakes in diverse places,
Long eclipses.
Exactly, eclipses, all type of stuff has happened in places that don't really happen at. Like there was I think it was like a tornado in Seattle or something.
About the
something like that.
The damn snowstorm in Texas.
Yeah, I mean Texas snows every now and then, but
no, not as ridiculous as that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, everything froze over. Yeah,
it was snowing in Saudi Arabia, bruh.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. I'm saying, though, there's all type of stuff that Most High is sending signs of the last days. Keep reading.
And to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them.
He's gonna start, man, what's going on over here? What's going on over there? Even though he already knows, it's just Ezra's point of view. Read.
What they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness.
Exactly. Who hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness? Who's the main culprit? The so-called white man. That's what the Bible speaks of, man. The Edomite. Read.
And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
Exactly. When the affliction of Zion will be fulfilled. When you read that in Lamentations, the 4th chapter, this is our last captivity in Babylon under Edom. Edom, man. Read.
And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished.
Read.
Then will I shew these tokens.
I'm going to show these tokens. Basically, the tokens like a sign as well. Read.
The book shall be opened before the firmament.
The book shall be open for the firmament. That's precept to, more knowledge being spread. We would correlate that to, the internet or, media, things like that, social media. Go ahead.
And they shall see all together.
We're going to see all together. Israelites is all across the world waking up. DC Young Fly, Kanye West came out. Where, Kendrick and Common and people like that. All type of celebrities are waking up to the truth. Obviously I seen Maya, Rick Ross, and other celebrities, taking pictures with other camps, things like that, learning a little bit. And all the celebrities pretty much know what's going on.
Right.
But they have the courage to speak out. That's why Kanye's testimony was so powerful a couple days ago. Because he was like, man, y'all some suckers, man. Y'all scared to speak the truth.
Right.
Which is a fact. You get $1 billion in your belt, the white man's on your ass.
They gonna cut your water.
Exactly. They gonna be up on your tail, trying to basically prevent you from doing certain things because you got so much money and influence that they don't want you doing too much to basically liberate people that are lower than you or not in quote unquote system as in.
Are they willing to give up everything though?
Exactly. We'll see. I mean, Kanye, he said he don't have a house now, which is, that's a start, I guess.
They got $70 billion.
Listen, he don't got to touch it though. He don't got to touch it. He gets catered to everywhere.
Right.
But anyways, go ahead.
Verse 21, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. And the woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old. And they shall live.
They gonna live. They have preemies. They gonna live, read.
It shall be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. The sown places appear unsown. The grocery store, you think everything's gonna be there for the taking. It's not gonna be done on them shelves, man. All the crops you think you're gonna harvest, that's already been happening. The government's been paying these different farmers not to grow crops, man.
Or
they'll give them,
destroy them.
exactly, or they'll destroy their crops and give them GMO crops.
Right.
That's why Bill Gates is buying up all this land across the nation. Exactly, he's buying all this. If you look at Bill Gates' property and land that he's buying up, he's buying thousands of acres at a time all across America, so we can get so we can get these goddamn GMO crops going. Go ahead.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be empty. Be found empty.
Exactly, just like I said before. It's pictures. I put it on my Instagram. Storehouse is gonna be empty. Shelves empty. I'm talking about rows of shelves. All type of Walmart's empty. Crazy. Go ahead.
And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth,
When every man here, read.
they shall suddenly be suddenly afraid.
You're gonna be afraid when stuff start hitting the fan. Read.
At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah, friends gonna fight against one against another like enemies. Why?
Every
Read.
man for himself.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Well, read that part again. So like, friends gonna fight.
And at that time shall friends fight one another against one another like enemies.
Exactly. How does that work? When there's no food, no water, every man's for himself at that time. That's what's gonna happen. Read.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Read.
The springs of the fountains shall stand still,
The springs of the fountain will stand still. Read.
and in 3 hours they shall not run.
They gonna not run. Read.
Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape
You're gonna escape all this judgment. Read.
and see my
You
salvation
gonna see my salvation. You endure it to the end, as Yahweh try to put it. Read.
and the end of your world,
And the end of our world, meaning the rulership of these wicked heathens. Read.
and the men that are received shall see it.
And the men that are received shall see it. Talking about who? People that are more than likely to elect the 1/3. Read.
Who have not tasted from death from their birth.
And not tasted death from the earth. We didn't choose wickedness, man. Read.
Okay, yeah. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning.
And turn into another meaning. Read.
For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
What's that talking about? It's talking about the new covenant. The Israelites gonna get that fleshy heart, as it's written. We're gonna be living perfectly. Read that part again.
For evil shall be put out,
Above that, right above there.
and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed.
The heart of the inhabitants shall be changed. It's not talking about an actual literal heart. It's talking about your mindset. Read.
And turned into another meaning.
Turn into another meaning. Read.
For evil shall be put out,
Evil is gonna be put out. It's gonna be destroyed. Read.
and deceit shall be quenched.
Deceit's gonna be quenched. There's not gonna be no more deceit. Read.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
Faith's gonna flourish. Go ahead.
Corruption shall be overcome.
Corruption's gonna be overcome. Read. We're talking about when Paul referenced that in 1 Corinthians. Corruption's gonna put on incorruption. We have glorified bodies. Read.
And the truth, which hath been so long without fruit,
The truth been so long without fruit, meaning what? The truth was long dead. We were going through slavery all that time. Now we're waking up to the truth slowly but surely. The fruits have been long gone. Where the fruit of the truth right now? Go ahead.
which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Shall be declared. Whoever's righteous is going to be declared. The works of the people that's righteous will be declared.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's it.
28. So I want give me that last one.
I got something. God damn.
So what? 23 and 27. 28. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 23, and verse 27. Who shall set a watch before... 27 and 28, right? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 23 and verse 27. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord.
Exactly. Nothing better than the fear of Yahweh. Like I said, he gave us a quote-unquote choice between life and death or good and evil. What are we going to choose? Choose life. That's what we're supposed to do. Life is found in the Bible, man. Life is found in the laws of God, the heritage, and the things that your forefathers were supposed to do. We're supposed to do it better than them.
Right.
Read.
And that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord.
Exactly. All that comes with righteousness, being holy, being saved, being in rulership, not worry no more. Like I said, there's gonna be no more war. There's gonna be no more death in Israel. All that type of stuff. Go ahead.
It is great glory to follow the Lord.
Great glory to follow the Lord, because why? Israel's gonna be in rulership. Israel's gonna put the people that's the righteous rulers of the earth in charge. And that's gonna be the glory of him. Read.
And to be received of him is long life.
That long life is everlasting life. Not being ruled over. I went into that in one of my lessons on the live stream. That everlasting life is us ruling forever, not being conquered, not being subject to nobody, not being put to death. None of that stuff. All righteousness, like I said, our hearts will be turned to another. It's going to be changed. It's going to be changed. So corruption will be put away. Evil is going to be tossed out, and everything's going to be pieces and cream, man. Period.
Right.
And that's what we want for our people. But before that, America has to be destroyed first and foremost. And our people got to, 2/3 of people got to be put to death. And everybody's going to be judged according to their works. Go over and, like I said, be part of the elect, the 1/3. But with that, we're going to close out. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, and say Shalom.
Shalom.